Hello, this is Dr. Chin. I am the faculty coordinator for the CCE Degree Completion Program, and I am also your academic advisor. So in this video, I'd like to just walk you through very quickly two things. Number one, what classes we're going to offer in spring 2021, and number two, how to use the spreadsheet, the planning sheet, to figure out what classes that you can take in next semester. So we really need two pieces of information here. Number one, your course history. You have to know what classes that you already have. And from there, we can figure out what you still need. Okay, so here is the planning sheet. And the courses that we're going to offer in spring 2021 are highlighted in yellow. And they are organized by categories. And these green bars that tells you the category also tells you how many classes that you need and some other information. So for example, right here, you need to complete 4 psychological processes classes, and you need at least one from each subcategory: cognitive learning and individual social. So this is the highlighted ones are the one we are going to offer in spring 2021. And in the next column, it tells you which session, so early, middle, or late session, so which session the classes will be offered. Just a few things about the early session, late session, middle session. The late session starts when the early session ends. So they actually, early session finish, then next day, the late session starts. So which actually is kind of convenient for some considerations. So for example, here, if you want to finish Psych 9, which is an early session, then you can take Psych 121, which is really literally starts the next day. So this column here is the column that you can enter your course history. You can indicate what classes that you have already finished by the end of for 2020 this semester, and then you can figure out what else you need for to finish your degree. This last column here have some notes for students, so they are pretty self-explanatory, and I'm not going to repeat everything, just got a few things. Psych 4. Now, Psych 4, Navigating Psychology. This is optional, which means that you don't have to take it. If you decide not to take Psych 4, there's really nothing you need to do. No paperwork. You don't have to file a petition. When you apply for graduation, we're just going to automatically waive this requirement. So Psych 4 is optional. And lower division courses, Psych 8, Psych 9. Now, these should be your highest priority. So meaning, if you still haven't finished those 2 classes, Psych 8 is methods, Psych 9 is intro statistics. You really have to get them done by the end of spring 2021. So that's your highest priority. Now, Psych 8 and Psych 9, they are lower division. So you can either take those 2 classes in the CCE program, which is a little more expensive compared to community college, but you also can take those classes at a community college. Although they have to be approved courses. And do let us know if you need help. You need to figure out whether a community college course is on the approved course list. Okay, so Psych 8, Psych 9. And the other thing I would mention is Psych 121, the methods and the statistics in psychological research. So this is a required course, meaning everybody has to have it. And in order to graduate. Now, a lot of students, they kind of drag their feet. Sometimes they don't try to avoid it because they are more interested in something else. But my suggestion is actually, as soon as you have finished your prerequisites, Psych 8 and Psych 9, take Psych 121 as soon as possible. This is because Psych 121 is statistics. So we teach you how to apply, how to use SPSS. a statistics software program to analyze the data, how to write the reporting APA format, and etc. We do a little bit of data collection, some projects, and etc. So it's a statistics. So that makes sense that you should take Psych 121 as soon as possible after you've done intro stats, which is Psych 9. So you don't want to have a big gap in between those two classes. All right. So in spring 2021, you actually have the opportunity. If you already have Psych 8, you can actually take Psych 9 in CCE program early session and then enroll in Psych 121, which is in the late session. Kind of finish those two within the same semester. So that's my pitch about Psych 121. You need Psych 120 at some point. You also need a biological processes class, which would be Psych 117. That's the only one that we offer in CCE program. Now you have more choice in the psychological processes category. You need 4 in total, and at least 1 from one of those 2 subcategories. So you need at least 1 cognitive learning. You need at least 1 individual social. Combined, 4. So basically means you can do like 2-2 or 1-3 or 3-1. Either combination should be fine. You need 1 human diversity. Any one counts as of these 3 counts as human diversity. So in spring 2021, we're going to offer Psych 157 and 185. You also need a capstone. So my suggestion about a capstone is that you take capstone towards the end of your undergraduate education. This is because the nature of these capstone courses, it benefits you take more. You get more from these courses if you already have a good understanding of psychology. So, the meaning of a capstone, right? If you're having set up a building, then capstone is really the last piece, literally the last piece of a stone that you put in place to make the building whole. So that's capstone. So I would say either the last semester or the semester before the last. So towards the end, you're almost done, and then take a capstone course. We offer at least 1 capstone in any given semester, so there's no worry that so we offer at least 1 in one of these categories. Now, elective. So we don't have any specific elective for spring 2021, but if you're taking a extra course in any other categories, that extra course actually can be counted as a elective. So let's say hypothetically, suppose for the diversity category, I already have taken Psych 135 this semester, but I'm also very interested in psychology of women. Okay, so I might just say, okay, let me take Psych 157 since I have 2 in this category. That extra one, 157, is going to be counted as my elective. Now you don't have to do anything. There's no paperwork to file. You don't have to tell us you're taking Psych 157 as elective. When you apply for graduation, when we figure out what classes you have, if we notice that you have an extra in any category, that extra will be counted as elective. All right, so that's the classes and also some notes for you. And one more thing is here is actually how you can use this spreadsheet, this planning sheet to figure out, to essentially to organize your own information, course history, kind of which then figure out what you need to take in spring 2021. So suppose I already have CHDV 30, so I have 3 units there. Psych 2, I'm done, 3 units. And suppose I don't want to take Psych 4 right now, maybe later, I just leave it. I already have Psych 8. I don't have Psych 9, so I definitely should take Psych 9 in spring 2021. I am going to highlight it, right? because that would be my highest priority, finish Psych, those lower division requirements. And once I finish Psych 9, it actually allows me to take Psych 121. So early session finish, and then I can take Psych 121 within the same semester. So I have these two. And I still need 120, but that'll be for later. I already have Psych 117, so I'm done with that category. For the psychological processes, I have Psych 106, 3 units, so I still need 3 more classes in this category. So I still need 3, right? I still need 3. And human diversity, I'm already done, but I just said, well, I'm also interested in this extra class, so I'm done with this category, done. And capstone, I'll leave that to later. And so this is for later, I'm going to do that. Elective, yes, done, because I already have Psych 157 as my elective. All right, so let's see what else. Need methods. Yep, need 1. And bio, I'm done. Upper division, after spring 2021, I'm done. Actually, 3. All right, so this is kind of how you can use this spreadsheet to figure out what classes that you still need to take in spring 2021. So just to summarize how to figure out what classes you need, well, figure out what you already have. And then use the spreadsheet to plan for the spring 2021 semester. So I'm actually going to set up a Zoom Q&A session at some point, and so look out for that announcement. And but if you're going to come to that Q&A session, I hope that you already have kind of take a look at your spreadsheet, and you have a clear idea of what classes that you already have, and then you can ask specific questions about what classes what psychology classes that you should take in spring 2021. Okay, so I hope this video is somewhat helpful, and do email me or email Nicole if you have questions or need help. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. This is the end of this video.